Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. Last time we got most of the way through here. And we got to this house here, which is Glass Workshop, turning volcanic ash into glass items. Let's walk in. Let's look at this guy. Okay. Yeah, that's probably why you're sick. Oh, no, that Huffpuff is probably supposed to be the sound of him making glass, but it always sounded more like he was sick. Really, it's an unhealthy thing to ask someone to do. Right. What do you have to say? Okay. That's weird. But, I believe that's... Right. As you walk through grass, you encounter enemies. But you also slowly fill your, suit sack. And I can deal with this easily. I'm so happy when I can win a fight in what should be one move, but not. Poisoned? Oh no. I do have antidotes, don't I? I should have a bunch of antidotes. Just like I have a bunch of paralyzed heals. Yeah. I got them as well as my paralyzed heals when I got my Pokeballs. Or Great Balls to be more accurate. Okay, that's not that amazing per se. I mean, it's great and all, but I don't get what's so amazing about it. Amazing's things like the internet. Or the fact that you can teleport Pokemon. Or store them in tiny little balls. Those sorts of things are amazing, not crafting ash into glass. Though normally you'd craft something like sand. But anyway. Let's just escape that battle and take on this trainer. Alive? Maybe. I'd say more so heated by the sun? Yeah, that's how that's the technical term, right? Yeah. Gravity causing friction or heat from the sun, one of the two. This is the reason for that. Probably gravity causing friction. I have no idea if that actually is the cause of an eruption. It is friction generally though. A lot of friction. I don't think he's ground type, I think he's, yeah, steel rock type, so he is vulnerable to special. That's the thing about Aron and that family of Pokemon. Actually about a lot of Pokemon that are rock type from the early gens, rock and steel and such from the early gens, they're incredibly vulnerable to special attacks that they're not that they don't have a elemental advantage over. So yeah, if you're willing to do that, you can actually gain quite an advantage. And we're going to Full Arbor Town. And I'm going to start double battle because I can. That I can't use Magnitude in. Gotta remember that, I can't use Magnitude. But if I can carry on a Bird Keeper, Magnitude's not a good idea anyway. So, Electrike would be effective against either of these, but let's have him attack the Marrow so that the Ember can be effective against the Skarmory. And the Marrow goes down easy. There's a Lombre, Water Grass. Okay. Skarmory's not dead, but it's burnt, so it's not going to be very harmful. I'm going to Thunder Wave the Lombre, and I'm going to Ember it. Swift, oh my golly gosh, so harmful. Sass elements are really beautiful, aren't they? I'm gonna quick attack and Ember because I get the same type of attack bonus from Ember. That was the neutral damage. Not a whole lot. Skarmory will go down from its burn. He'll send out a Swallow, which I'm gonna Thunder Wave just to stop it from being a pain in the ass. And try. Oh no, Ember that. Oh really? Double team. I hate double team. Okay, the Lombre is down, so we only have to deal with double teaming Swallow. Swallow. I was actually calling it by the name of the actual bird. There. Well, I have a Swallow and it's pretty swell, but using double team is just cheap. Quick attack and Ember. Jays. Well, if one of them can hit, that's good. Boosting your evasion can actually be a very powerful, although a lot of people consider it cheap strategy. However, there are ways around it. However, it's not always easy to guarantee that you'll... I'll go for a quick attack on him and I'll swap out Bellroom. I shouldn't have swapped out the Bellroom. Bellroom's the worst for this. But oh well. I just realized he's quad weak to flying. That damn double team. And not having Spark. But that's all solved. We can now go to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Yes, I would like to restore my Pokemon. Now, what would I do without restored Pokemon? Flail around like a moron? And forget to start my timer? It's only been a while. What's this? Yep. Oh, you developed it. Didn't Bill develop it? Aren't you just copying his work? Lanet? Okay, why do all Pokemon storage developers live out in the middle of nowhere? What did they look like ages ago? Weird. Right. And you lot were weirdos. What's I see in this town? No, I haven't. Oh yeah. Okay. That sounds fine and all. What do you got to say? People being too proud of their Pokemon. Vanity. Move to this house. New moves taught to Pokemon. How does this guy work? Alright, he'll do it for a heart scale. Right, heart scales. A bit of a pain to find early game, but you can just farm them late game by... I think you can farm them late game by just fighting love discs. And using Thief or catching love discs if you want to go the more expensive route. Professor Cosmo went off the Meteor Falls on Route 104 with some people from Team Magma. Oh, well, that sounds like it's quite a problem. I mean, all these teams. Really, it's just that you lot don't want to call them gangs. Yeah. Okay, we get a TM for dig, so that's nice enough. If we come in here, we can't run. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's just being a dick, so that's fine. I have no problems with that. He's telling you where you can find fossils if you look in the desert, which we can't go into yet. But that's Full Arbor Town. Not a whole lot to it. There is the battle tent, but I don't think I'd do the battle tent. Anyway, I should probably talk about updates for the channel. As I stand around here, there's not going to be many for at least a few days. Maybe a week or two. Maybe even longer. Because I'm moving tomorrow. Yeah. And I can't guarantee that my internet will be as good where I'm going as it is here, because, well, I actually have fairly decent internet here. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to record whenever I want to either. So there's those things, but yeah, I have a few pre-recorded episodes of Tales, in case anyone wants to watch those. It doesn't get as much traffic actually. Never does this really, but so there's that. It's gonna take a while may take me a while to get back to playing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna cut here, see how long I've been recording, and see if I should go on a little bit more. So I've only been recording for about 13 minutes. I'm gonna watch my timer until I hit about 17 probably. What does this fisherman have to say? You like to fish? As long as you don't have Magikarp, I'm fine with you. If there's any a Barboach. Barboach. Electrike is not the best match for this. Barboach is a water ground type. Same type as Marshtomp. That means it's very effective at dealing with pretty much anything that comes at it. It's a great typing. Water ground is only vulnerable to one type, grass, which I so happen am going to use. Because Mega Drain still works. Despite Balroon being primarily a physical attacker, Mega Drain still works, which is great. So, but Barboach, if you don't have a bulky water ground type, you can get Barboach and it will eventually evolve into, I think it's Whiscash, and you can have an effective bulky water ground type. There's a guy for Poochyena. What's he got to say? And he probably gives us the TM for Roar. Yep. If you don't want to fight, Roar may actually be your best friend. And we've got a double battle here. Oh yeah? If it's a Magikarp, well, you're not going to help this other trainer, are you? And we have Fisherman Kai and Picnicker Charlotte. It's a Barboach and a Nuzleaf. Honestly, yeah, these two aren't exactly the most effective. Mud Sport's not exactly going to help them, because of course I'm not using Electrike, who is useless in this fight anyway. That Mega Drain renders the water ground type useless, so that protects Numel mostly. Okay, everyone gains experience, nature power, swift. Not exactly the best move you got, but okay. And they're done. So, fairly easy battles on this route so far. Yes, yes, cute. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. And I can get energy powder. The only reason I actually pay attention to fishermen is because there's definitely fishermen out there that give you the, you know, like the good rod and the super rod from this point out. And you gotta find them. You know what, I'm actually pretty good at fishing in Pokemon. I tend to catch Pokemon and not bother with the annoying ones. Oh, bloody hell. Please tell me you have a Gyarados. Like a level 20 or even a level 18 Gyarados I'll accept. As ridiculous as that sounds. Barboach, I am willing to deal with a Barboach, even if that means swapping Pokemon. Oh no, I'm damaged. Whatever am I going to do? Oh wait, that. I could actually use Mach Punch and that'd probably be effective. But thankfully he didn't have all Magikarps. He had 1 out of 3 of his Pokemon was a Magikarp. There's also a Goldeen and a Barboach. Who is actually very... The Goldeen's not very threatening to my electric type, but you know, the Barboach is. Electric's gonna need to learn something to deal with ground types. At some point. I would recommend a special ground or fighting type move, but those don't exist. If you could learn a grass type move, that'd be handy. Yes, yes, but we're not fishing, we're Pokemon battling. Right. All these people with their crazy ideas. They're forcing battles onto me. Oh wait. This is why I'm playing this game. For the battles. Although, why everyone has water types or things that are weak to electric, I don't know. I get the fisherman, but this trainer? I can get it. Meryl's nice and all. Lombre, I should at least deal neutral damage. I think. Yeah. Growl. That doesn't affect Spark, so yeah, I'm fine. If Spark were a Gen 4 later move, it would affect it. Wait. Eh? Eh? I don't have any. Okay, I feel like my electric should have evolved into a magnetric by now. Have I done something terribly wrong? I found a revive. Have I glitched the game? Please tell me I haven't actually caused a glitch of some sort. I don't know if this game is still as malleable as, you know, say, Gen 1. I doubt it is, but, you know. I hope it's not. Swablu, I can't remember if you're just a flying type or a flying dragon. You evolve into a flying dragon at least. I don't know if you're a flying dragon yet. If you are, this won't be super effective. No, it's super effective. You're just a flying type. I don't want a flying type or a flying dragon. Never been my thing, the flying dragon types. This is Lynette's house. And it's full of junk. And clutter. Right. And you give us a Lotad doll. I'd rather have something useful. Oh well. And what do you got? Alright. Right, you're a berry sharing character. That's okay. Or is it level 28 that... I don't know, I thought it was level 23 that you got that electric evolved into magnetric. These two probably said something weird. Oh, Senpai and Kohai. However will I deal with this? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swap out the Swallow. And then I'm going to use Magnitude. Well, that's just great. Magnitude 8. But down goes... Actually, down goes Roselia. And definitely down... Really? Numal grew to level 23, but he's supposed to evolve at level 33. I'll swap over the Bellroom with that one and Magnitude again. Oh shit. Not very effective against Bellroom. Phew. I realized I was just stupid again, wasn't I? But fortunately, Bellroom's fairly resilient to ground type. That's 6 levels lower than it. If it was some sort of firestorm, then we'd have a problem. Now I'm concerned about my Electrike. It should... I'm pretty sure it should have evolved by now, but maybe I'm just wrong. Ground type, not what you're best at dealing with. How much damage do you do with quick attack? Not much. It uses scratch, so... Okay. I'm just gonna try... use Howl strats. That's one Howl. 2 howls. Probably gonna try to do 6 howls and then just go crazy on him. 3 howls. You know, abilities. Stun Spore would work as well. Poison Sting. 4, I think. So that's. Is that 2? 5. You may be thinking this is just stupid. It's pretty stupid. Especially if I get poisoned. Yeah, that's probably enough. Yeah, so we're dealing decent damage with our attack. With quick attack. And quick attack will be potentially useful against the next enemy. Nuzleaf? No, I'm not going to change Pokemon. It will be resilient to electric, but let's try out Spark, see how much damage it does. So I'm using Pound, and that was a crit, so how's Quick Attack going to do now that I've got my attack buffed up a lot? Yep, instant kill. Yeah, I am, I know. And I'm beautiful. Yeah, phew, he's not going to talk to me. I could use a rare candy on someone. But I'm going to use a Soda Pop on Electrike. And we're going to take on this guy, who... I mean, I think on the surface he looks like I'd imagine a psychic, but he's actually one of these weirdos. He's a Pokemaniac named Steve. Anyway, here's an Aron. And Arons, how I deal with them? Very simple. Special attack. If you got no special defense, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Just like if you got no physical defense, Chansey, I'm gonna hit you in the face very hard. It's a great wall until it meets a physical sweeper or a mixed sweeper who's actually got a mixed move pool. Oh well. Oh god. Well, at least he was honest about it. He's a maniac. And we find a Carbos here. Carbos, I believe, boosts speed. Your speed EVs. Let me actually check that. It should be down the bottom here. Right, I'll actually use that on Electrike. Yeah. Because I don't actually care about EVs all that much. And here's a Swablu, who our Electrike is going to eat for breakfast with a Spark. And while I have no problem with Electrike killing our enemies, yeah, I'll use Rock Smash on this, see what's past here. There's an item. There's a protein. Protein boosts something else I don't particularly care too much. We could make a secret base around there. A secret base. There's 2 secret base spots around here, and a trainer battle. Is this one of those fire breathers? Because yeah, it's a Kindler. Like, you can't tell the sprites apart in this game. I had a bit of time telling sprites apart in Gold. Maybe that was just me though. Maybe that was just me. We'll use Spark since that seems to be an effective means of doing anything. We hit level 25 with Electrike. Odosleuth. I'll at least show what Odosleuth is. Odosleuth negates foes' efforts to heighten evasion. It's one way around, it's one way around double team. But we don't need it. Swap out against a Wingull? An enemy that's quad weak to me? Hell no. Anyway, that was pretty simple. Is 25 when he evolves? I don't know anymore. No. Must be like 28. And I really don't like this. All this registering. I'm not their friend. And there's a double battle for us to have. No, not really. I've made 3 of them evolve. 2 of them are fully evolved. One of them's halfway through his evolution. Alright. Special attacks would work very well against Geodude if he weren't resilient to if he doesn't have a type advantage over them, which is why I'm actually going to use Ember. Okay, Lombre's paralyzed, he's mostly out of the fight. Deals fairly okay damage. You actually got an absorb off? That's cheap. Mid sport. Okay, Electrike's not much more use in this fight. But he's just gonna keep going at that Lombre. I'm gonna take the persistent and tenacious method of just keep attacking. If you just keep going for long enough, you will win. Not very effective, but it does actually have some effect, to be honest. We'll soon be down to just fighting the Hikers Pokemon because they're, well, what this pair is not too great at getting rid of without killing one of them. Oh, that Mudsport kept the Marill alive. Oh well. We knew it was going to happen. Fighting type? Oh, a Numel. Wow, we have a solution to that. We have a quick attack and we have a... Actually, we've got a better solution to that. We have a swap out to a Swallow. And we have a Magnitude. Only 7, but that should do the job. Doesn't affect Swallow, and that's fine. We take out the Numel and the Marill. I want to keep Electrike in there as long as possible, so I did. We could have just used this strategy straight off, but woot woot. Mountains are unforgiving. Yes, 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 I am very good at this, and you better not register me on your Pokénav. Another one? Oh crap, I was just trying to get to the end of this route. We'll do that this episode, we will. And I'm not getting out any fights, I don't. Really. Well. I don't cut anything out unless I really need to. This isn't going to drag on too much over what I wanted. Numel will deal with this guy. After all, rock and ground types are his thing to deal with. Okay, Magnitude. I'm getting quite good Magnitudes. I mean, 7s are fairly common, common Magnitude, but it's the better of the more common ones. But I've had Pokemon of Magnitude that much of. I can leave that to Nah, I'll have Numel deal with this. He'll burn this one to the ground. My mixed attacker will do his job. Leer, you're slower than me, so not a good idea. You should have done a karate chop or something. You could have hurt me. Now that's one hiker down. I swear we should be near the end of this route. There it is. There's the cave. Meteor falls. Respiro City through here. Well, mine's been enough. If you've had a good time and good night or something like that. Anyway, next time we go into this cave, we find out what T Magma's up to, and we have a good time. See you then.